Hi, I'm Chris and this is Mechanically Minded. Today we're going to be looking at my modifications of my diesel heater to heat up my hot tub. Now you're going to look at this and say, what a mess. But this is just for demonstration purposes at the moment. Once I figure out whether it actually works or not, I will try to make it neater. But today we're just going to go through what I've done to get hot water. Now this diesel heater was off of Amazon and I paid $109.99. It's been a good diesel heater, it's worked, I've had it running for maybe 100 hours and it's used about 2 to 3 tanks of diesel. I have put mostly petrol through it and it works absolutely fine. It does bubble a little bit. Now this setup here is sort of like the kits that you can buy for 300 and something pound off of one of the other YouTube channels. I didn't want to do that, I want to figure it out myself, and this one has something a little bit extra to give you a little bit more. Now this is supposed to be an 8 kilowatt hour heater. I'm not 100% sure whether it is or not, but anyway. So what I've done, I've got some flexi pipe, a small water pump, 2 computer radiators for water cooling on computers. But my best thing that I think I've found is I run all this system up without taking any energy from the exhaust, and this was causing maybe a 3 or 4 degree increase in temperature with the whole system. So it's not really worth doing it. You can get heat exchangers and you can buy them specially for this purpose, but again they're massively expensive. The heat exchanger I'm using is from a Nissan Juke 1.6 and it is 2015 I believe. So what this is a EGR intercooler, or EGR valve intercooler for the Nissan Juke. Essentially what it does is use the hot gases from the exhaust, circulates back through the EGR valve. You don't want it going through at full temperature, so it uses the water system to cool the air going through back through the engine before it does it. Now I'm doing it in the reverse. I'm using the exhaust out of the diesel heater, it goes through the Juke EGR intercooler and it heats up the water and puts it in there, which means that we're now getting the heated water from the air outlet, and also from the exhaust system. So we're going to be getting as much out of that as we can, and hopefully it's going to be able to heat up my hot tub to a decent 40 degrees. I also use a solar system as well to heat up my hot tub, but there's no sun, so it doesn't work at the minute. So I'll go through what I'm actually getting. So as you can see, this is a little temperature gauge. It has been in my pocket, so it's now a little bit hot. We'll let it get round to ambient temperature. Or we won't, we'll get it to pool temperature. So stick it in the hot tub. So 22.1 degrees in the hot tub at a minute. Stick that there so you can see it. And that's the flow coming from the water heater. So we'll stick that up there. So as you can see, it's heating that water up by about 12 degrees. As I said, I know this isn't exactly beautiful. I have been told that I'm not exactly the tidiest worker in the world. Can you see that? But anyway, in principle it works. I don't know how much or how long it's going to take to heat up that hot tub. Probably a long time, because that's a I think it's something like a 900 to 1100 litre hot tub. So in theory, it's going to take a while, and I understand that. But what I don't want to do is be using the electricity from the house to be heating it up. Apparently the diesel heaters are really efficient. I'm not a mathematician, I don't know how to work out the how efficient it is, but there you go. This has been running for approximately 2 hours, and I filled it up before I started, and that's how much diesel is used. So it's only just starting to show on the window there. So it is really efficient, but whether that efficiency is passed through to the hot tub or whether it's all going out of the exhaust. That exhaust is a lot cooler than it was without the EGR valve, but I couldn't hold on to that EGR transfer, heat transfer, for very long, so it's not 100% efficient because it's letting the external of the device get hot, so it's not going into the hot tub. So in theory I could wrap that, and that make it a little bit more thermally efficient. In theory I could get a bigger heat sink or heat transfer, and that would make it more efficient, but this is all a learning game. I've never done this before. I like trying to figure things out myself. I don't like buying stuff off the shelf. I'd rather figure it out myself, get it to work properly if I can, and go from there. But anyway, this is my setup. If anybody has any ideas how I could make some of these things a little bit neater, I can mount it all to the chair, I guess, but I would rather make it so that I can move it about. And also I'd rather permanently attach the radiators onto the device so that it doesn't have to be held up by string. But in theory it works. Who knew? So anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm knows that you like my content. If you think this is awesome, tell me in the comments, and if you think there's ways to make it better, comment below as well, and I'll see if I can integrate them into my next attempt. But as always, thanks for watching.